What is up, guys? We are about to watch the new gameplay trailer from Bandai Namco for Armored Core 6. So, I have not watched this yet. I have seen some other content creators' gameplay videos they released. This is my first time, though, watching the official Bandai Namco one. I don't know how it differs from what I've seen from other people. So, let's do it.
Peggy 12.
It's a little loud. Yeah, Retro Mecha, they must have trimmed it down. There's no, this is
Hello,
just the video just starts.
Thanks for checking out the video.
Oh, someone's talking to us. Hello.
With this footage, we'll introduce our new mech action game, Armored Core 6: Fires of Rubicon.
Okay, sounds good.
We hope it gives you an idea of this title's mood and gameplay.
I hope it does too.
In a future where interstellar travel is commonplace, our story begins in a distant star system on the fictional planet Rubicon 3. Our protagonist, an independent mercenary, is smuggled into Rubicon in search of a mysterious new substance known as coral.
Rough landing.
Your position is grid 135.
Hey, there's Walter.
Off target, but within permissible range.
I wonder if this is the first mission of the game.
There's a catapult ahead. Use it to close the gap.
It seems like it might be. The way that all the build-up was right there. I know we're skipping ahead. Oh, it's a tutorial. Okay.
Multi-layered stages will let players make the most of their AC's exceptional movement and attack capabilities.
We're gonna watch the video through the whole way, then we'll go back through it a little bit slower. Well, yeah, Mallow, it's the internet, so people are always gonna be toxic. It's just a given. This is a launch sequence, though. I did see a tweet about this earlier. This fucking love launch sequences. Every mech game needs a launch sequence. Oh, what's that little thing that
Time to fly.
flipped out right there? That's the catapult he was talking about then. Also, more confirmation that 621 is us. Oh, it's like a special booster, maybe? Dude, it looks like an Armored Core 3 design. I fucking love it. It looks so good. All right, let's see what happens here now. The UI does look super clean.
Overwhelm enemies with up to 4 weapons simultaneously, equipped to each arm and shoulder.
So I think you can use all 4 weapons at the same time now without swapping. The blade has like an actual, like, the animation's more like not dynamic, but more, I can't think of the word I want to use.
Picking up signals from AC Rex.
It tracks a lot better is what I'm trying to say.
Follow the markers.
Assault Boost is one of the core abilities at your disposal, used for both traversal and combat.
So it's similar to Overboost in previous games. But you might combo that up with some blade attacks or something.
Yeah, they'll be coming soon. You got us on the
RLF
run.
soldier. Oh, unaware. Okay, so there's like a stealth element. I know I said I wasn't going to pause it, but like unaware must mean they don't see us yet, right? So that's kind of adds a little bit of strategy to the gameplay, which I like. You know, because like Armored Core 5 and Verdict Day had some like strategy as to where like you could flank enemies and stuff in a different way than in previous games. And it's kind of coming back here where like you're in the combat area already. You can like they don't know you're there necessarily. Assault Boost is more about closing the gap to attack or stun, less about overboosting, right? But it looks like you can still use it as a traversal method if you want. And I think that yellow bar is the stagger bar. They called it something else though, I think, when I saw some clips. Yeah, Bandai, I agree.
Take full advantage of your AC's mobility to freely navigate the environment.
So the maps look enormous. Like it's a massive area we can just fly around.
Use Boost to take the fight to the air, extending combat dimensions beyond the 2D plane.
Yeah, a lot of verticality, which is gonna, I mean, that's kind of a given, right? There had to be verticality, being that you could fly.
621. Use your missiles.
I'm trying to tell the difference between the hard lock and the soft lock here. That's a hard lock right there. Because I know in some other videos they said the hard lock actually changes the way you move in the game, but also your accuracy decreases.
Use vertical catapults to gain even more altitude and
Right,
launch
they're
into the
using reasons
action
to use
from
both, right,
above.
Mallow? From what I saw in videos, people were saying that the hard lock is better for like a boss fight. It's a big ass helicopter. I like the UI. It's very clean. Here, actually, hold on. We'll pause really quick. So behind my face, just so for the sake of the video, where are we at here? I want this guy. So there is where your left bumper, right bumper, or left back, left arm, right arm weapons are displayed. And I believe those are all mapped to bumpers now. So you're not like switching your weapons in. I don't know that for sure, but I think that's how they're working in this one. I just wanted to show everybody that because my face was covering it. So let me go ahead and turn it back on because I know you all want to see my beautiful face, right? So, all right, let's continue with the video.
Against tougher enemies, deal impact damage to their attitude control system to temporarily put them out of action.
Okay, so the ACS is the stagger bar then.
This is called stagger. Any attack received in this state is considered a direct hit, dealing heavy damage.
Wow, that blade did a lot of damage there. It is a helicopter though. Hey, the garage! Here we go. Okay, so we got... Wrong button. Oh, he's going fast. All right. We'll walk back through this a lot slower to see what all we got here. I want to look at each of these weapons. From what I've seen on Twitter, the names of the weapons are pretty cool.
At will, including weapons, frame parts such as the head and core, and internal parts for power
Dude, that's the head right there.
Assembling
Dude,
an AC to fit your own playstyle and strategy is crucial to
What's up,
success.
Lucky? One of the coolest things you saw is when you accepted the mission to your AC from the garage to drop it on the hangar. That's awesome.
This one's a request from the
Yeah, there are
Archivist
still
Group.
cannons. Back cannons.
Raven, this request comes from Schneider, an Archivist subsidiary. The mission will take place in the Bonadea dunes of Western Belius.
Oh yes, Western
Our coral
Belius.
investigation there is being blocked by the Strider, a Rubicon Liberation Front mining ship.
Sounds large.
You are to destroy it. The Strider is a mobile resource base that was
Big.
extensively weaponized by the Liberation Front.
What's up,
Call
Shadow?
it the crowning glory of their efforts to militarize into an anti-corporate force.
Apparently the first chapter alone is like 20
Your
missions.
attack
Woo.
will focus on the
Hydrate.
eye,
Okay.
a giant laser cannon connected directly to the main generator.
That's
It's
terrifying.
protected by a shield, which is powered by auxiliary sub-generators. These should be your first targets. This concludes the briefing. Good luck.
All right, so take out the generators, then take out the laser cannon. I like it. So is this? Wonder if they're gonna see the animation here. Okay, we're in the
Time for a
garage.
little self-promotion, 621.
Walter's voice
Smash
sounds
the
very
Strider,
familiar.
and Archivist HQ will be sure to remember your
This is
name.
really cool, actually.
Main system activating combat mode.
It does look freaking incredible right now. Look at this.
Transmission. First, get through all that dust and make contact with the Strider.
Here, we're up against an enormous
What's up,
weapon
Bennifer?
that eclipses our AC in size.
Oh, he's been in prior AC games. Okay.
Activate the eye. Step away.
Oh, there's a kick. I can't tell what kind of weapon we have in the right hand. It looks like a rifle of some sort. Some of those rifles have like a charge shot too, though. The GA representative, that's the same voice actor. You're right. Anyone who's wondering, the GA representative is a voice actor from Armored Core 4 Answer for GA America. So that's like an Arms 4 level enemy right there, in size at least.
621, you need to take out one of its legs to bring it to a halt.
I think they just did that. Yeah.
Confirmed. Strider leg compromised. It's going down.
Yeah, I agree, Lucky. Everything does look sick.
The harder they fall.
Same Bennifer, same. I mean, of course, I'm a bipedal purist, so we're gonna run bipedal build first. But we'll change up later on, obviously. Try everything out.
All right, now we've got a foothold to get on the deck.
Some weapons have different firing modes. Okay.
Get to work on the sub-generators.
So it's hard to tell if these. So that's the free aim right there. Whenever we're looking at that reticle, I believe.
Great. An independent
Like right there is free aim, I think. Yeah, and you can tell the difference when they're actually hard locked. We also have friends in this mission. G4 Volta.
Some missions will see you partnered up with LIACs.
Well, that's free. Redcones are gonna go climb the wall.
Wazoo. Those must be our buddies.
Target practice.
There's not co-op Shadow. They already confirmed that. It's only a single player campaign. Well, main story, whatever you want to call it.
Why don't you start a sewing club together and stitch that damn mouth of yours shut?
Dude, the dialogue is really good. Between, I don't know if those are our allies or if those are like enemy soldiers or what right now. I mean, the game could work with co-op eventually if they decide to go that route as like an update or something like that. Maybe like unique co-op missions or something. So those are like plasma missiles right there. We got a cannon. That's a grenade
I
launcher.
can't get through to HQ.
So wait, can you fire the grenade launcher without stopping then? I guess so.
Your mission objectives will range from protecting targets and information gathering
Makes
to the
sense.
annihilation of enemy forces.
That would be a natural progression. They don't have to like kneel down to fire a cannon anymore. What's up, Kenny? We got a handgun there.
Attacking a watch point.
Sulla, bad
You're
guy?
incorrigible, Handler Walter.
Think so. AC fight. What is that
How
weapon?
many of your dogs must I kill before you learn?
Nice color scheme though.
But I hear you make fine hounds with the right training.
So I think they're hard locked right now. Ooh, that was a cool attack. We can hover on water, it looks like also, which is cool. Unless that water's not deep. Maybe it's
As your
not deep.
campaign progresses, you'll face a number of dangerous situations. And often be pitted against rival AC pilots in bitter
They're
duels.
charging the laser handgun or whatever that is. Okay, and that's how they're firing the
Keep pressure
multi-shot.
up in these intense battles. Don't give the enemy a chance at victory.
Dude, the cannon though, oh, that looked good. Yeah, this water is not very deep, I don't think. I wonder if you can bring out, ooh, what we got here? Is that the big boy with the missile thing? I think it is. Yeah, there we go. And some kind of shield also.
Formidable boss
Baltheus.
encounters also await you at the end of certain missions.
It's the boss encounter then, okay. Ooh, nice
These
kick.
fights are fast and aggressive, presenting a challenge for even the impossibly
This
powerful
looks so
AC.
good, guys. Holy crap. Shotgun?
By observing the enemy's movement and tells,
Yeah, the OST is
player
really
can
good
learn
too.
as the battle unfolds.
Right, Mallow. The water's probably deep for a person that's not an AC.
And a good commander assembly will often provide the first step to overcoming even the most
So there,
daunting
did you use the
foes.
repairs? It looks like you get 4 repairs also from what I was seeing.
We invite players to take on this one for themselves and see what else awaits.
Don't know if that can be
Thank you for
increased or not.
watching.
That's over already?
That concludes our introduction to Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon.
That was fast.
We appreciate your continued support and look forward to seeing you at launch.
We also look forward to seeing this at launch as well. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Oh, never mind. There's more. Take my money. Oh, is this the different locales throughout the game, it looks like? Well, at least part of them. Yeah, the environments are extremely varied, too. Ooh, good music, too. I like this. I know there's more gameplay out there. This must be the main theme for the game. It's the one from the previous trailers as well. Yeah, there's a different boss fight right here, I bet. Okay, we've seen some of this before then. Yeah, I saw that the hidden parts were confirmed also. They're going to be very difficult to find. Because these maps are enormous. I wonder if they'll just be parts laying on the ground like they have been in previous games as well. Dude, I can't wait for this to show up. I bought this motherfucker right here. Ah, it's going right behind me, right on the shelf back there. All right, let's go back to the beginning.
Peggy
Is it weird if I say the enemies remind you of Nier Automata a lot? So some of the bigger machines, I get the feel, I get where you're coming from with that for sure. I think for this video though, we're just gonna watch the Bandai Namco trailer or whatever you want to call it, because I don't want to watch other YouTubers stuff like and make their video my video. I don't know if that's weird or not. I don't know if that's a thing, but it feels weird to me to do that. Anyways,
12.
let's step through this a little slower now. You wish everyone loved this as much as us. I'm hoping that the game does have mass appeal, because that means they're gonna make another one like sooner than 10 years ago,
And thanks for checking out
or
the
than a
video.
10-year gap is what I mean.
With this footage, we'll introduce our new mech action game, Armored Core 6: Fires of Rubicon.
Exactly, Mallow. That's what I was thinking too.
We hope it gives you an idea.
Yeah, I
of
want to
this
read the
title's
garage
moves
stuff in
and gameplay.
particular. The Discord had a riot earlier, like a good one or a bad one?
In a
Oh,
future
was it a
where
bad one?
interstellar
The AC
travel is
Discord?
commonplace,
I'm part of it. I should go look at it.
our story begins in a distant star system on the fictional planet Rubicon.
So we're essentially seeing the intro mission right here then.
Our protagonist, an independent mercenary, is smuggled into Rubicon.
So here's what's kind of interesting. We're an independent mercenary, but we're also one of Walter's hounds, and we're also in the story trailer in a Ziploc bag. So like I don't really understand, like, are we an independent mercenary? It sounds like we didn't have much of a choice in the matter. Maybe there's more to this than we know right now. There probably is, but at the moment it seems like, you know, we're being told what we're to do here. We're not like, oh, we're gonna go do this. You have one of the enemies rebel against Walter, become free. I could see, well, I think they've already confirmed there's multiple routes throughout the game, so then you'll probably have multiple endings. You steal the ID card of an independent mercenary. Has that already been a thing confirmed in other videos then, Billy?
In search of
Or are
a
you just
mysterious
guessing?
new substance known as coral.
Oh, in the first mission, okay.
Your position is grid 135.
Sees exceptional movement and
All right, let's look at the UI
attack
once this goes away.
capabilities.
All right, so there's an altimeter. I'm probably just butchered. I think it's an altimeter. I think that's how you say that. On that side, there's speed on this side, AP, expansion, which I don't know. Does anyone know anything about the expansion slot yet? Was that covered anywhere else? Repair. Then we've seen the scan mode activate before. It's similar to scan mode from like 5 and Verdict Day, but like it's on a cooldown and like it reveals everything around you. The very bottom is a radar, which is kind of weird. Oh, like this right here. I've seen that before in games in a way. Like they'll have like little dots on it for where enemies are and stuff. Seems a strange place for a linear radar. Yeah, normally you would think it'd be up here, but I bet the reason for that is, I mean, typically in Armored Core, you're looking like here a lot on the screen when you're fighting other ACs especially, and maybe they didn't want to like muddy that with something right there. I mean, the old location for radar was like right here, right? So that was always fine. AC 4 and 5 made you miss the radar from old AC games so much. I agree. And same with being able to press select and see the map. They didn't show that. I don't know if we'll have like a map we can pull up or not. I always liked using that in the older gen games because it was kind of necessary sometimes. Objectives are right there in the top left. We have little markers on the map now. What's up, Cookie? This is not a demo. This is just a gameplay video we're watching. It's a new gameplay video, but a lot of content creators actually were able to go to or I guess Bandai Namco, or not From Software, but Bandai Namco in California, and actually record footage from the game. This is just Bandai Namco's official trailer, the official new gameplay trailer. We don't know what expansion is yet, though. In the bottom left, I'm curious as to what that's going to be. It might be that ability we saw in the story trailer, like the one that pops up and it's like the explosion attack, like, kind of like the assault armor. And we already looked at the weapons in the bottom right when I made my face go away. So let's continue. Also, what's up, Cookie? How are you? Fighting a Rajang while watching this stream is probably a bad idea. Yeah, Rajang is kind of brutal. You're essentially fighting a Super Saiyan. This launch sequence is so dope. You can change between assault armor, energy shield, and stuff. Okay.
621.
You're okay not wanting to work? Feel that pain. I might have to go on a work trip next week, which sucks. TBD on that, though. That's kind of cool how that flips down like that for the special boost or whatever when we launch. Another YouTuber spoke on the expansion bay. Okay. No hotel streams. I mean, I guess I could off my phone, but what are we gonna do? Just talk? I guess we just talk. Just chatting.
Hey, AC, where the hell did that come from?
Overwhelm enemies with up to 4 weapons simultaneously.
So there is a
Equipped to
damage
each
number that
arm
pops up. That's
shoulder.
actually interesting. They put damage numbers in the game. You can see them right there on the reticle.
Liberation Front.
And I also heard there are 3 damage types confirmed. Don't quote me on what they were. It's like energy, kinetic, and explosive, I think, are the 3. So that's going to play in. I mean, there's always been damage types. Does RP get to go with me on this trip? Maybe. He's on a trip right now, and he wants to go on the next one, but on the one that I might go on next week. So it's TBD. Fire, water, and grass, thank you. You think expansion abilities are once per mission because when you use the MP blast, it went from 1 to 0. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Certain ones might have additional charges also.
Eliminate them.
It is really interesting seeing how melee works now, because like I mean, there was always some tracking to the attack, and I just remember the word melee looks very deliberate now. So when you press the laser blade attack, you literally do an animation that lines up with when the attack should hit. Damage types are irrelevant if you evade everything. Well, for you getting hit, but for fighting enemies, it could matter more than anything. The same, Shadow. I want to be kind of as spoilerless as possible going into it, besides like the main videos that I've been watching. I did watch one other YouTube. I watched Fighting Cowboys video. He's my favorite YouTuber, so I can't avoid it. Also, they made the decision to give you less life, but you have 3 heals rather than a huge health pool, right? So things feel more frantic and usually more tactical. That was one of the really good points I did see in a video in Fighting Cowboys in particular. How, you know, when you get hit, when you have 10k health, let's say, and you get smacked for 7k by a boss, you're like, oh shit, I'm gonna die. Whereas if you had 25k, the urgency wouldn't be there. Finding AC6 ending to spoil. I don't think anyone got to play that far yet. When you started Verdict, you tried to balance your build so much, and then you said, fuck it, and went full mobility. Yeah, mobility is always good, right? If you can't get hit, you can't die. But yeah, melee looks very deliberate. I want to see the... Oh, was that a reload? Hold on a second. Was that a reload animation right there? Excuse me? Are those the cooldowns for our weapons? That is... Oh my god. So I have this weird thing. Ever since like back in the day playing first person shooters like Call of Duty and stuff, I love reloading in games. Like I love the way it looks. And the fact that we have reload animations, that is dope. Who needs defense ability when you can have drip? Exactly. Fashion Souls is all that matters. And it's still all that's gonna matter here.
From AC Rex. Follow the markers.
Energy weapons work differently. They overheat instead of taking energy. Okay, that actually makes a lot of sense. And also gives you a little more flexibility to use them on multiple builds, right? Lightweight, reverse joint drip, the hardest by default, in your opinion.
Assault Boost is one of the core abilities at your disposal, used for both traversal and combat.
I have seen the guy that makes reload videos. I think they're hilariously good. I like this unaware thing. This is kind of cool. How there's like a... I don't want to call it a stealth element, but like, it is kind of a stealth element. Have you ever heard of synthetic? Reloading is handled very uniquely in that game. What is it? Oh, I have never heard of that actually, Lucky Impling. You've heard the Fashion Souls for AC6 is called Armored Decor. Well, there's a lot. I've heard that as well. But here we're going to call them Fashion Souls. Or Fashion Core. My God, not Fashion Souls. Tank Heavyweight Drip, I think you mean Billy. Yeah, Tank Heavyweight Drip is good too. I'm not a big tank guy. I think they have a time and place to play a tank build. And they look like they have more mobility in this game. So you can actually do some pretty cool stuff with tanks. But like I said, we're going bipedal. We're making the Red Wing. It's going to be red and white like every other build. Just how it is.
Anything about what the corps are up to?
I wonder if there's sniper rifles.
Yeah, they'll be coming soon.
Because that would be really interesting in a mission like this with unaware enemies where you could like just start sniping. You dug up all your PS1 games, Steve. You had a copy of Tactics, but you came across your copy of Legend Dragoon as pristine. Now you have a pristine copy of Legend Dragoon. That's pretty impressive, actually. Mine is not. There's a time and place, and it's called college.
Take full advantage of your AC's mobility to freely navigate the environment.
How are we gonna find hidden parts on these maps, guys? It's gonna be like such an effort. Oh, another interesting point that I did here. You can repeat missions as much as you want. So like if you complete a mission, you can go back and do it again right away. There's like always mission select. It's not like something that's unlocked at the end of a route or on completion of the game. So that means you're able to, I guess like grind up currency if you'd want and buy more parts for your AC, which is a good thing. I mean, who cares? Why not? They're not really trying to be brutal with the post-battle stuff. And obviously, I think there's something with the checkpoints people were concerned about. But like, if you're going like to try to get S ranks or whatever in a mission, you can't die either way. So I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. You'll spend like 2 hours on the first mission looking. We're probably going to take the playthrough of the game very slowly because I'm going to want to take my time and like learn all the mechanics and do all that kind of stuff, because eventually we're going to get to PvP, and I'm not good at PvP, and I got to get good at PvP for this game. You're not ready for AC6 tanks. The way they handle and move is just, you can't exactly put your finger on it, what makes it look so cool, but check bodies. He has tank footage. I saw some tank footage already. It does look cool.
Use boost to take the fight to the air, extending combat dimensions beyond the 2D plane.
Is that an independent?
Yeah, so the melee, so as like your blade attack literally waits till you get in a certain range of your target, which means the melee is going to be more easily usable, at least against regular enemies, which it was never hard against like MT level enemies anyway. But I wonder how, I want to see that used in PvP and see how it works, you know what I mean? And yeah, I'm trying to avoid major spoilers. Like when I watched Fighting Cowboys video, he didn't really spoil anything story-wise or anything. So I kind of am going to stop at that in this video, unless they release another video before the game releases.
You're outnumbered 6-1. Use your missiles.
Because I don't want to really know anything about the story. You know what I mean? I want to see it all as it happened. What are those machine guns? We've seen a lot of rifle play. I'm sure there's some version of machine guns. It also looks like the blade opens up whenever you attack with it, which is cool. The more moving parts you have, like in the middle of combat, is going to be really dope. I like that.
Use vertical catapults to gain.
I want to see that damn beam lance. Where's the beam lance?
From above.
People only showed missions 1, 7, 8, 9, and 11. Okay. So this is your tutorial boss fight here. So the only spoiler which you guys shared, which is fine, is that you literally steal some dude's ID in the beginning of the game, and that's how you become an independent mercenary. Is that my track into what you guys said there? So it looks like whenever that stagger bar is filled up, in a second here.
Against tougher enemies, deal impact damage to their attitude control system to temporarily put them out of action.
Okay, so I think there's a massive damage increase now also here whenever they're staggered.
Stagger. Any attack received in this state is considered a direct
Yeah, that blade attack was
dealing
wild
heavy
right there.
damage.
Okay, here we go. Okay. So, first off, Koum. That sounds familiar. Is that in another game? Like another Armored Core game? I think it is. That currency in the top right. So is there downtime if you completely empty it out? I don't know. No, I think it overheats, Lucky. So if your weapon overheats, you have to wait for it to cool. Like similar to how energy weapons have been introduced in other games before. So we have AC Design, Part Shop, OS Tuning, Arena, Nest. Like the Raven's Nest? Also look at the emblem. It's a Raven emblem. Arena, I also heard the Arena was confirmed. So obviously that's good. OST chips are upgrades for your AC. I don't really know how they work. I just know they are a thing. Koum is a one letter off from Choum, the mega corporation in Doom, which this game has a lot of parallels to. Gotcha. I think that was a currency in a different game though, and I can't remember which one it was. This person also has 31 million credits, or Koum. And then we have Sortie right there. And I think they're going into AC Design. This is a really cool image of your AC. I bet you can shut off the menu so you can get like a clean view of your AC as well. So Assembly, Paint, Decals, Image Editor, which is going to be your emblem, right? And AC Data, I'm assuming, is going to be like your overall, maybe how you save builds. Okay, so we got in the right arm, the Ludlow. That might be a machine gun. It says MG014. Wait, that's a weapon. Yeah, sorry. And the left arm unit is the Taiyang Shou. Then we have the PO8 Duo in the back. And then the left back unit. What is that? The 61 PB. I can't tell what that is. Or are those dual? No, it's not dual missiles. The Paint and Image Editor is so deep. I saw some of your pictures of that. That is actually insane. I have no artistic ability, but hopefully people can share emblems. I think they confirmed that already. And I can pay somebody to make me an emblem that looks dope. You hated that so I saw one of your friends really say it's cum currency. Okay, we have the Finder Eye, the Orbiter Core, the Tool Arm arms, the Crawler legs, P10 booster, PO1 FCS, the Jozo generator, and then nothing in the expansion slot right now. So that's our build. That's how you build right now. So you have an FCS generator and booster. So they got rid of the radiator, which kind of makes sense if the heat isn't a big deal here, right? So I'm thinking it might be a machine gun, Mallow. I agree. Well, I can't unless you can import it, Kenny. I don't know if you can import it yet or not. If I can import it, then I'll use the emblem you made. That is yet to be seen, though. If you can actually import files like that. And if you can, maybe you can do it in a certain format or something. If we can do that, then I'll definitely use the emblem you made. You can change light colors, weather pattern, place emblems anywhere you'd like. Oh, so it's kind of similar to Verdict Day then. Cooling still exists, but it's a function of the generator. Okay, so it's a stat applied to the generator instead of its own part in a radiator. Let's read this. The Ludlow is a machine gun made by Ballum. Machine gun developed by Ballum has excellent rapid fire output, but somewhat lacking in firepower when used alone. Shines in double trigger builds, whether using 2 of this weapon or in combination with another. Interesting. We're gonna probably do dual wielding, dual wield some rifles, but like I'm kind of basic like that. More like mass builder level of customization. I never played mass builder, but I saw some people make some crazy stuff on there. So this is a burst machine gun developed by Bowles. The burst-oriented design of the weapon makes it both easy to use and highly accurate, a strong candidate for use of a sub-weapon in lightweight builds. Sub-weapon. What does that mean? Like, can you have extra weapons? It wouldn't be I don't think they're the Chad dual Gatling guns. That's also a good, I like that. That's a good build idea too. Here's a Gatling gun right here, the Euban. Gatling gun developed by Defang Core Industries, equipped with overwhelming firepower, performance, and sustained firepower to bodies of domination through material superiority. Mantra of Defang's parent company, Ballum. So, in other words, more bullets better, which I like. And, oh, that was fast. Hold on. Oh God, we stepped back way too far. There we go. The Haldeman, it's a shotgun. Fires in a spread, result in excellent impact, albeit with a short range. Regardless, the weapon offers unparalleled potency in close range engagements. So we have attack power, impact, total rounds, weight, energy load. Then in the bottom corner, in the bottom right corner, we have AP, defensive performance, attitude, stability, which maybe is your ACS, or maybe that's not your ACS. I don't know. Boost speed, current load, and then current energy load. We've seen those before. So what is this? Explosive thrower. Oh, okay. So this is the bomb thrower from like the original trailer. Explosive launcher developed by Defang Core Industries scatters a spray of compact explosives to devastate the area ahead of the user. Charge to range the spray of projectiles into a vertical spread. That's pretty cool. Oh wait, what is double trouble? Hold on. Game, slow down. What is that? Chainsaw, developed by Rad. Originally a tool used by industrial demolition craft, now repurposed as a weapon. Chainsaw. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Attitude, stability is how much stagger damage it does. Oh, okay. One more massive thing. You can apparently fire all four of your weapons at once. Right, yeah, I think they're all mapped so it's to the bumpers and the triggers. So that's your guns. I wonder if anyone will change up the controller format. This is like a shovel pile, bunkers in for answer. Yeah. Okay, so charge to deploy the blade, which can be pushed into a target to rapidly accumulate damage. You literally run into somebody with a chainsaw. Ken is just like you. Oh, you saw the Barbie. You just saw the Barbie movie retry. When you get staggered, the chainsaws and pile drivers are going to obliterate you. I know. So stun baton. Repeated attacks induce a forced electrical discharge effect on afflicted craft. Charge to expose the core rod of the baton and attack with a brutal electrified thrust. That's pretty cool. Then there's the dagger right there. Laser dagger developed by Arquebus, designed for close range combat using lightweight craft. This energy weapon is built to deliver agile slashing attacks, charged to blitz the area with an instantaneous sweep attack. Damn it, I want to see the beam lance. So they managed to make modern controls complicated. Well, you know, Armored Core control scheme has always been interesting, right? You got to get used to it. And movements mapped to the face buttons. What do you mean movement is mapped to the face buttons? You mean the face buttons? Like the D-pad? Or you mean the sticks? I would assume it'd be on the sticks, right? You're not pressing these buttons to move back and forth, right? What do you mean? I'm confused now. I will figure it out later. All right, we have dual missile launcher. That's pretty obvious what that probably does. So The bottleneck on AC controls has always been the number of thumbs on the human hand. That is true.
Assembly lets you exchange
Homing missile launcher.
various parts.
Needle missile. What's a needle missile? Oh, boosting is on the face buttons. I'm confused as to how that works. So like you got your hand on the sticks and you literally move your hand off the sticks to boost. Oh, you mean on the other buttons? Really? That's interesting. We'll have to see how that plays out. I was skeptical of 5 and Verdict Day's control scheme and I ended up liking it. So I'm not going to say anything until I actually can play it. You know what I mean? What is a needle missile though? Fires stake-shaped projectiles at high velocity that bore through the target's armor. Non-explosive missiles that rely on raw physical power. Those sound sick. So when you say face buttons, you mean these buttons then? So you're moving, you're pressing the, oh, I get it. No, I get it. Yeah. I'm good now. That makes more sense.
See it will
Pulse buckler, is this a shield? Yes. So I heard there's perfect blocks in the game too.
including weapons.
Oh god, too fast. What was that other weapon? I want to see this is like the most important part of the game.
Parts of your AC it will, including
All right, the laser cannon. Okay.
weapons.
Then diffuse laser cannon. It's a wait, enlarged version of the standard laser shotgun. So it's like a slug gun but laser. During soft lock, it means you have to quickly tap a button to quick boost, then to return to your thumb on the right stick. Okay, I'm good now with the controls. That makes sense.
Frame part.
Okay, here's the
Such as
heads.
the head and core.
Finder eye, wrecker. Dude, wait, the Firmeza kind of looks dope. I'm not hating that. It's a very unique design, but I kind of like it.
And internal
Not a fan of the Basho, but that could be like cool on a tank.
parts for power management.
The orbiter core for scout ACs. Lightweight, then that looks bad. Actually, the head and that core kind of would go together well. That's a very like interesting design. Tool arm,
Assembling
wrecker,
an AC
Firmeza,
to fit your own
Basho,
playstyle
crawler,
and strategy.
wrecker, Firmeza. So Firmeza is definitely a lightweight
It's
build.
crucial to
Spring
success.
chicken, spring chicken reverse joint leg. That's actually funny. There's your quads and your tank right there. Basho head is literally just the Highlander from Battletech.
621. This one's a request from the Archivist.
Right, Mal. As long as your target's on the screen, you probably don't have to have to have your hand on the stick. I agree.
Raven, this request comes from Schneider, an Archivist subsidiary. The mission will take place in the Bona Dea dunes of Western Belius.
This guy's voice
Our
sounds familiar
choral
too.
investigation there
You give
is
the
being
Barbie
blocked
movie an
by
8
the
out of 10?
Strider, a Rubicon Liberation Front mining ship. You are to destroy it.
Oh yeah, there is double text.
The Strider is a mobile resource
You're gonna redeem
base
all
that
your
was
modified
extensively
stream rewards for
weaponized by the
AC6.
Liberation Front.
I can only imagine what's gonna happen. We're also gonna have
Call it the crowning glory of their efforts to
change part
militarize into
redeem
an
on the channel active
anti-corporate
during that.
force.
It's active right now, but we're not playing Armored
Your
Core. It doesn't
attack will
matter.
focus on the Eye, a giant laser cannon connected directly to the main generator.
Let's skip ahead a little bit here.
Briefing.
Time for a little self-promotion, 621.
I really like this sequence right here.
Smash the Strider, and Archivist HQ will be sure to remember your name.
You think they should put the Aaliyah parts in the game?
Activating combat mode.
Is that like a first-person view as we land right there?
Main system activating combat
It is,
mode.
dude. What if there was a first-person mode for the game? I mean, that was a thing in like Armored Core. Wasn't it in Silent Lion you could go first-person?
Commence mission.
Nexus had it. Okay, I knew one of them did.
First, get through all that dust and make contact with the Strider.
Yeah, if you play Armored Core VR, you'll just throw up.
Here, we're up against an enormous weapon that eclipses our AC in size.
So laser rifles, I think, right there. It looks like laser rifles. Dual laser rifles. Missiles. That's the dual missiles right there, I think. And then I wonder what button the kick is mapped to. I'm a liberated man who cries out. What's your favorite line in the Barbie movie? That was a scary beam right there. The movement looks really clean. So this is an example where a hard lock makes sense to shoot something like this. Not that it would be hard to shoot in the soft lock either. You think White Glint, Vixen, and Nineball should be buildable in all AC games?
621, you need to take out one of its legs to bring it to a halt.
We might see some homages to some of the previous AC games. I mean, 621 equals 9. That's already an Easter egg, right? I saw, so there was some discussion that 621, like this is like 9 Ball's origin. I think it was already confirmed this is a completely different world from every other Armored Core game. So I don't think 9 Ball's going to work his way in here. You're kind of over all the people talking about how they are going to try to configure this game with joystick, throttle, and pedals. It's not a sim. I saw someone playing For Answer before though with like flight controls. It was kind of dope. Made you feel like you're actually in a mech.
The bigger they are, the harder they fall.
I feel like it would be not ideal, obviously, but it'd still be kind of cool. It's kind of cool to see the crazy configurations people can come up with.
All right, now
That's how they get you. It's misdirection.
Grab on and get to work on the
So they could put 9 Ball in the game, but it's not 9 Ball from like Armored Core 1. Right.
Great.
I mean, I wouldn't like doing it either, Retro Mech. It just looks cool to watch. When they invent SAO type tech, Armored Core needs to be one of the first games. So I was curious, and it looks like it's probably dependent on the weapon. The laser blade is a single attack for this regular laser blade. I know the we saw the dagger had a combo attack. I don't think they're gonna tie this game to any of the old Armored Core games, because like I think this is supposed to be completely separate from all of that, like they all are for the most part. I think all the 621 thing was like I'm guessing it's just like an Easter egg for like the Armored Core community that still exists. Like, oh my god, 9 Ball.
Climb the wall. This is just target practice.
Mallow's also correct on that. If there's ever SAO tech developed, it's going to not safe for work content is the first thing on there. So everyone knows the porn industry drives all technological advancement on the internet. I love the reload animations. On the guns, where they drop the clip. Sorry, the mag, not the clip. The mag. This grenade launcher is dope, and I love that it's on a lightweight build.
7-8, requesting backup.
Oh, just like the kick. You feel it.
I can't get through to HQ.
This build is super cool. I like it a lot.
Wipe them out. 61.
Someone said this is following the organic where they got rid of the assault cells and made it into space.
From protecting targets and
There's no, I don't
gathering.
think, I believe it's the original world. I think someone asked that in an interview already to the developers or something like that. I would just not think about this. Put your previous AC lore aside, because Armored Core 4 and 4 Answer lead into 5 in Verdict Day.
To the annihilation of enemy forces.
And as we saw in 5 in Verdict Day, we did not make it to space. We just kept killing each other on the planet.
50%.
You think Sheep would ever let us get to space? You're crazy.
Attacking a watch point.
Oh God, Billy.
You're incorrigible, Handler Walter.
On all seriousness, this is a new continuity like AC3 is from 1 and 2 and 4 is from 3. Right, exactly. I want to know what that weapon is with like the reflective plates on it.
Before you learn.
I mean, he looks like 9 Ball in the fact that he has a red and black color scheme.
Blood. I hear you make fine hounds with the right training. Shame you'll have to die here.
I like that weapons have different fire modes. That's really cool. Yeah, it looks like a sonic gun or something like that. Yeah. Does Sulla fire it here? So the AC's name is Entangled.
You'll face a number of dangerous situations.
Oh, that was it right there.
And
Okay.
often be pitted against rival AC pilots in bitter duels. Keep the pressure up in these intense
Oh,
battles.
I see it. Yeah, yeah.
Don't give the enemy a chance at victory.
Oh, that is so good. Yeah, we're definitely tossing a grenade launcher on as soon as we can. I'm probably gonna do like a dual rifle build realistically. Looks like a pulse spray gun, yeah. I wonder how far into the game this mission is. Obviously, it's chapter 1. I wonder if old Balti is here as a recurring enemy.
Boss encounters also await you.
Because right now it says destroy the PCA SP. Oh, autonomous craft Baltia. So it's like an AI controlled weapon.
Of certain missions.
I love that you can kick the
fast
boss.
and aggressive, presenting a challenge for even the impossible.
Yeah, it's kind of an old school sci-fi vibe for that gun. I agree. I mean, the design is on point. They did a great job with that.
By observing the
Those must be plasma missiles they're using. So they're dual wielding a laser handgun and or like a pulse gun or whatever, and a rifle. It looks like. Also, they're kicking a lot. This guy gives you serious Nightball vibes. More like Seraph, but I get why you're saying that. That is like a flamethrower attack. Dude, that song is so good. So what is ACS is your that's your stagger bar, but what's ACS anomaly mean, I wonder?
To take on this one for themselves and see what else awaits.
Oh, that's just your stagger bar? Okay.
Thank you for watching. That concludes our introduction to Armored
Alright, that was our
Core
second time
6,
through. I think it's
Fires
probably
of
good enough,
Rubicon.
right? I mean,
We
guys,
appreciate your continued support.
this looks incredible. Like, it looks so good. Like, all these different locales we're going to go to, and this is probably like the beginning of the game. I saw someone earlier said that it's around a 50 to 60 hour game, which that is good. That's like a great length for a single player campaign. Now, what I wonder is if that means multiple routes. To like complete multiple routes is 50 or 60 hours. Because if there are multiple routes and it takes you 50 to 60 hours to complete one route, this is going to be a long ass game. Which I'm not complaining about. I'm just saying it's going to be a long game. I'd be surprised if that's how long it took to get each route, though. That's like your stability system, right? ACS is, yeah. 50 to 60 hours, not counting wandering, aimlessly looking for parts. So when I heard the hidden part thing, I heard hidden weapons. I didn't hear like general hidden parts. I don't know if that is true, but the video I watched said like hidden weapons. So maybe it's just weapons. Carmen going to spend 50, 60 hours getting lost in the first 5 maps. Well, so if history repeats itself, which it will, I will 1,000,000% be lost for a large portion of the game. But it's fine. We always get through it. Wonder what that is. So this is the same tank from one of the early gameplay trailers. Like the second trailer that came out or whatever. We actually have a conversation with dude on the right there. I mean, and obviously you can tell already the way the combat and everything works, and like the way these are set up, these arena fights and whatnot. Like, we may eventually see a co-op introduction for the game if it does well enough. I'm thinking probably a separate mode or something though. Because if I had to guess, the way the game is built right now, it's all, from what I understand at least, it's all built for single player experience. So if they would do any kind of co-op, it would be its own mode that you could select and play with friends. If they even go that route. Because I know that they veered away from 5 and Verdict Day, which probably is a good thing, to lean more into single player again. The DLC can be all co-op. I would be fine with that. But if we have a 50 to 60 hour full game, and they release a DLC and said, now play with your friends and do missions, that's kind of sick. So apparently there's been no PvP yet. I want to see what the PvP is going to look like. Because like I said, I'm not great at PvP. Like I never was good in Souls games. I've never been good at PvP in Armored Core when I've done it. I want to see what it's going to be like. They want a new audience to get their feet wet. Well, the problem is, I feel like Armored Core PvP is so much more intense than any kind of Souls-like PvP. The people, because you got to figure, most of the people coming over to this game are the Souls community, and then obviously the Armored Core community that's embedded within all of that, and a little separate as well. Any kind of mecha community as well. But like the PvP in these games is so much more complicated than like a Souls PvP match, you know? Your friends are saying if you're spectating PvP, you have to RP as an operator. Hey, that's fine. You can. That's kind of cheating, though, I think. Unless all combatants had an operator, or at least each team. All right. So whenever the game does release, obviously I highly doubt my collector's edition is going to be here day one. So I got this version with the garage and everything. We are going to do an unboxing of this whenever it shows up, but I'm probably going to start playing the game day one, so I'm probably going to have to just buy another copy of it before my PS5 version shows up. I am going to start on the PS5, and then once we play through the game once on there and do everything that I want to do on there, I will go back through, and I'm probably going to get it on PC, because I know a lot of you guys are split between all the different versions. So So I'd like to do PvP with as many people as possible. So we'll probably do we'll have PS5 PvP and then PC PvP. That sucks, Retro Mecha. I mean, it's the responsible thing to do. I get it though. You got it on PS5. Nice. You're going PS5 as well. Kenny's Xbox One out there on the side. I don't think there'll be crossplay. I mean, there could be, but traditionally FromSoft games haven't had crossplay. And I feel like we would have heard about that already if it existed. Like right in the bottom corner over there. Yeah, I'll be playing on day one, as I've said before. I'm really excited for the statue, or figure, I guess. It's a figurine, right? Not a statue. It looks fucking sick. I like, they got stickers for behind me. Got some emblems or like little pins, a digital soundtrack, an art book, a steel book, and then the game itself, obviously. You may not have the collector's figure, but you're building up and paying the Aaliyah kit. That's really sick, actually. You'll literally only be driving FedEx truck and playing AC6 for a month. Hey, that sounds pretty good to me. Wait, fun fact, you can share online stuff with an ID apparently. Yeah, so I know that they said before you can share emblems online. So I'm wondering if that's cross-platform, because if it is, and you can't import like pictures for emblems, Kenny, you're gonna have to make me that emblem in the game and then send me it somehow. You have to sell the art books separately. They may. I could see that happening if it sells well enough. It's very possible. But I think with that, we're gonna wrap this video right here. That was a pretty fun watch and I think we had a decent discussion on the new gameplay video for Armored Core 6. Sadly, there's no actual gameplay. I'm not popular enough to be invited to events and play the game. RIP. Maybe one day. So, but this is gonna wrap this one up right here. So if you're watching on YouTube, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. I cannot wait to see you in Armored Core 6. See you in the next one. Peace.